Four members of UBC's Biomedical Engineering Student Team, or BEST, are currently in Uganda and Kenya. The students design and construct medical devices, and the four are there for 3 weeks to identify challenges and some of their specific local needs. For more on their efforts, let's check in with Elizabeth Wicks and Aliya Mitchell, two UBC BEST team members joining us from the Shaw Tower in downtown Vancouver. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hi there. Thank you. It's nice to be with you.
So Aliya and Elizabeth, tell us about BEST first. Some people might not be familiar with the program. So you design and construct medical devices. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so we're a student team from UBC. So we consist of about 40 undergraduate students from multiple disciplines, so engineering, business, and science students. And every year we submit a project to a North American-wide competition called Biomedical. And that's where we submit and we come up with these biomedical devices ourselves after talking to clinicians around the Lower Mainland. And that's what we've currently been working on.
Right. So you talk to these clinicians, they describe to you a need they have, and then you design the item? Exactly.
We set up meetings with different clinicians around the different hospitals in Vancouver, talk to them about their different challenges that they face, and yeah, try to come up and try to solve their problems.
That is very cool. I've never thought about the people behind those things we see in doctors' offices. So is that what the mission is in Africa, the same kind of thing?
Yes.
So tell us more about that mission.
Do you want to tell us a little bit?
Yes, so we have 4 members in Africa, so Andrea, Blake, Georgia, and Marisha, and they're currently visiting various public and private hospitals over there and just trying to observe the different challenges over there. Some of them are cultural challenges where it's there might not be a specific challenge with the equipment that they have, but more of like donated equipment isn't being, they don't have the right plugs or the right batteries to use the equipment, but there are other challenges as well with maybe some of the procedures that they use or other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the team is there now assessing, I guess, what their challenges are and how they can help.
Exactly. Yeah, and they've scheduled, so they've been meeting with clinicians and researchers and different hospital staffs across the different, so mostly Mulago General Hospital in Uganda and Nanyuki County Hospital in Kenya. And so that's who they've been mostly working with.
I can imagine that the needs of hospitals and clinics in Uganda and Kenya are very different from the needs of hospitals and clinics here.
Yes, yes. Some in Kenya, it's not too much different from actually. We were surprised to see that it was quite similar to the context that we see here in Canada. But for both, they both face different challenges as well, which is what we're trying to explore, and to be able to develop a context-appropriate solution to their challenges.
Now, what are some of the stories you're hearing from your fellow students?
Well, there's a lot of information that we're currently getting every day. They're visiting lots of people and seeing and meeting very different people. But they've seen different procedures. They got to watch a C-section the other day. They got to watch a tumor removal in the female ward, the surgical ward. Lots of different stories like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I suppose your fellow students will come back with kind of a laundry list of wishes from these countries?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. We've been in contact with them every single day. They send us daily updates about the meetings that they have, and we've been going through all these meeting minutes, sorting out all this information so that when they come back, we can just start developing proposals for device ideas that we can start to build and prototype. And the idea really not only is to make a device, but to be able to establish these relationships and connections with the people over there so that we can build a long-lasting relationship with them and potentially go back again in a couple of years or just keep this relationship happening. This is just the first pilot investigation.
Well, it's very exciting. And so is there a timeline? Like, how long would it take to actually design and develop an instrument that then could be used in one of these countries?
We have about a year until our the next competition with the BM idea. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this year we're just going to be thinking up, we're going to focus on probably one Idea, and we have a lot of different proposals that we've gone through as a team. So I think this year we're gonna pick one idea and like really focus on that, and then actually come up with like a good product to submit for the competition.
Yeah, and the submission for the competition would be around next May. So we would start prototyping in September, and then that would be the timeline from there.
Well, what a great project. Very exciting. Thank you so much for telling us about it tonight, Elizabeth and Aliya. We really thank you for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
The union representative